is out there with MP. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, in the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands, and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City, that is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson-Davis. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here is Williams. This game he had 28 points. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving to the basket. And there it is for him. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions. They do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
To the inside. And Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment, striking when iron's hot. We saw multiple teams do that.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. You can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Holmgren can't hit. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Warriors. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
It's Joe on the wing. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's MP. Another miss by MP. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And Williams throws it down.
Look out, because if Jalen Williams wants to put it on the deck and get to the cup, I would not lose my mind and step in front of him.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by MP. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
MP with a screen on George. And it's Wiggins missing. Williams inside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Williams has got 9. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder.
Everybody keep up with me. That's not
For Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Waltz. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Green. And MP subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. Setting the floor for the Warriors, the athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. MP out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson-Davis in at the center position.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
From 20 feet out, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. MP's got 4 this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. I appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know, when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you anytime of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. KDB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
To the left wing, Golden State moving the ball around. MP finds Kuminga. Lock at 6, and here's MP for 3. To Kuminga. On the wing, MP. Another miss by MP. The Thunder leading by 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right side, Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline with his 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong. And
Why?
that takes
Why?
a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Releases. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this, big fella.
I'm about to adjust.
All right, now,
You know,
still
I know what
early
I gotta
on,
do.
but let's...
I know what I gotta do.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half.
Cause since he likes to go to the paint so fucking much.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. They checked out his foot, and it appears he may have sprained his toe on that play. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it will force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans and see what changes they make. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury break.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite.
I guess not.
The Thunder leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Kuminga. Holmgren can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Back to MP. MP showing the range.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
Kuminga against Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. MP, that's for 2. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Curry finds MP. Back to Curry. It's deflected. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Oh, he got me.
That one goes. Counted. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21 in the game.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. The Thunder leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Dort wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Kuminga kicks to MP. It's to Curry. Caruso with the steal. Wants to get it over to Dort and does. The Warriors pull it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great...
Y'all better keep up with it. Good job.
Okay.
That's exactly why I adjusted the defense.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Nigga!
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
The Thunder with the lead. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Curry. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's MP in at the point. MP converting the tough bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
It's Dort on the wing. Here's MP. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Dylan Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors also making a change. Kuminga's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. And that one is good.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
The three from MP. Traps in the tray. MP's got 40 points.
He got loose from downtown in the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
MP, that's for 2. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 9 assists now tonight.
The defense wants to collapse on Stephen Curry. It gives him a great opportunity to make a pass and have his teammate get a good look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Jackson-Davis finds MP. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Wiggins, and that one's good. Caruso.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's MP. Outside, Kuminga. On the wing, MP. Gilgeous-Alexander covered.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. The 3 from MP. Good from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said, we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. MP, no good.
Oh, no.
Oklahoma City shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Dort passes to Holmgren. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Curry with a wide open look. It's good from long range.
Game's over.
Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Dort finds Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander has that ability to adjust in midair, take the contact. That is nicely done.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
All eyes on MP.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Outside, Dort. Over in the corner, Williams. That 3 off the mark. And now we got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
I know what to do next time we play this nigga.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, but the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Hey, yo, bad play.
Nope. Trying to dodge copyright. I love Big X, but I don't need the copyright. But I fuck with 600 Entertainment, though. Him or Osama, other guy I can't think of right now.